Noise may follow Candiace Dillard Bassett everywhere she goes, but it doesn't live here. Inside her Potomac home, the volume drops. The space feels intentional, expressive, and deeply personal, much like her voice. This isn't just where she rests. It's where she reflects, grows, and reclaims control of her narrative. Every room carries evidence of evolution, confidence earned, boundaries learned, and a woman choosing who she becomes next. Before Potomac became her refuge, Candiace Dillard Bassett learned how to find her voice long before the world started listening. Candiace Dillard Bassett was born on December 14, 1986, in Biloxi, Mississippi, but her story truly took shape in Atlanta, Georgia. Raised by parents who were Air Force physicians, Candiace grew up in a household where discipline, service, and excellence were everyday expectations. With two siblings by her side, she learned early that ambition wasn't something you talked about. It was something you practiced. Education became her first stage. She attended Howard University in Washington, D.C., where she studied broadcast communications and journalism, graduating in 2009. Howard didn't just train her professionally. It sharpened her confidence. It was there that Candiace learned how to articulate ideas clearly, stand firm under pressure, and carry herself with purpose. After college, she stepped into public service. Candiace worked in the White House Office of Public Relations and Intergovernmental Relations during President Barack Obama's administration, serving as a liaison between the White House and the African American community. She later joined the team for Obama's 2012 re-election campaign. These roles placed her inside high-stakes environments where messaging mattered, timing mattered, and composure mattered even more. It was real-world training in how power, perception, and voice intersect. At the same time, Candiace was building another side of her identity: performance. Beauty pageants became a proving ground. She competed at high levels, earning titles such as Miss Maryland USA and Miss District of Columbia USA. In 2013, she reached a defining milestone by winning the Miss USA title, a moment that confirmed her ability to command a stage and tell a story with confidence. Pageantry wasn't just about crowns for Candiace. It was about preparation, presence, and control. Entrepreneurship followed naturally. She founded Candiace Dillard Pageant Consulting to train aspiring contestants, co-founded Prima Hair Collection by Candiace Dillard, and became a co-owner of Chateau Salon Suites. Even earlier, in 2009, she launched My Sister's Keeper, an organization dedicated to mentoring and empowering young women. Leadership, for her, always extended beyond herself. Music, however, remained personal. Candiace has consistently described herself as an artist first. Singing became her emotional outlet, leading to the release of her debut album Deep Space in 2021, a project rooted in vulnerability, growth, and self-definition. Acting followed through short film projects, allowing her to explore storytelling from yet another angle. Her most visible chapter began in late 2018 when she joined the Real Housewives of Potomac in its third season. The following season documented her wedding to Chris Bassett, blending personal milestones with public scrutiny. Like many reality journeys, hers wasn't without conflict. A highly publicized altercation with former castmate Monique Samuels became a defining moment during Season 5, forcing Candiace to navigate accountability, boundaries, and resilience under intense attention. By March 2024, Candiace announced her departure from the show on her own terms. She described it not as an ending, but as a pause. By early 2026, she clarified that while she held no immediate plans to return, her focus had shifted toward music, acting, and new creative ventures. That same month, she stepped into another competitive spotlight as a contestant on The Traitors, signaling yet another evolution. After years of growth, reinvention, and finding her footing beyond the noise, Candiace finally chose a place that could hold all versions of her life at once. House in Potomac, Maryland. In late 2020, Candiace Dillard Bassett and her husband, Chris Bassett, purchased their Potomac area home, tucked inside a gated community near rolling golf greens in Prince George's County, Maryland. From the outside, the house carries a quiet confidence. Inside, it tells a much more personal story. Candiace has described the home as having the soul of a French castle, elegant, layered, and romantic, yet still warm enough to feel lived in. The moment you step inside, the two-story entrance hall sets the tone. Light pours down from above, and the scale feels intentional rather than overwhelming. Candiace has said this space was non-negotiable for her. She wanted a grand entrance that felt aspirational, and this one delivered exactly that. To the left of the foyer sits the dining room, a space she speaks about with humor and anticipation. Known among friends for her love of hosting, Candiace envisioned long dinners and laughter-filled evenings here. Cozy yet elevated, the room feels ready for memories, even if she jokes that the dinner parties will be better once everyone keeps their butter knives where they belong. From there, the home opens into what she calls the living room and family room, a space defined by soaring ceilings and openness. This is where comfort takes over. A plush, cushioned corner sofa anchors the room, inviting slow mornings and long nights. Candiace has shared that she loves curling up here under a feather duvet, letting the room hold her after demanding days. The design inspiration is unmistakable, refined, sophisticated, and unmistakably European, but never cold. Its luxury softened by intention. The kitchen is the true heartbeat of the home. A massive U-shaped layout in calming shades of gray and white creates a natural gathering point. This isn't just where meals are prepared, it's where life happens. Candiace has said this is where they eat, talk, unwind, and even sit on the island with drinks, letting conversations stretch longer than planned. Just beyond the kitchen sits a secondary dining area, crowned by a dramatic jewel-encrusted chandelier that adds a touch of glamour without overpowering the space. Practicality shows up where it matters most. The primary bedroom is located on the ground floor, complete with a full bathroom. A thoughtful design choice that makes hosting family easier, especially when her mother, Dorothy, visits. The suite feels calm and grounded, designed for rest rather than display. One of the most personal spaces in the home is Candiace's custom walk-in closet, designed with Chris's help. It's playful, expressive, and unmistakably hers. Shoe racks line the walls. Colorful sunglasses are displayed like art. Even a Barbie doll makes an appearance, a reminder that confidence and whimsy can coexist beautifully. Every room in this house reflects a woman who knows herself better now. Not louder, just clearer. And while this home tells us so much about how Candiace lives and resets, there's another side of her lifestyle that moves just as intentionally. The way she gets from place to place. Cars. When it comes to cars, Candiace Dillard Bassett doesn't chase excess. She chooses vehicles that match her rhythm, grounded when life is busy, expressive when creativity takes the wheel. For everyday life, Candiace is often linked to the Lexus RX 300, a mid-size luxury SUV known for comfort and calm. Powered by a 3.0-liter V6 engine producing around 220 horsepower, the RX 300 is built for smooth, quiet driving rather than attention. The ride is stable, the interior spacious, and the experience effortless, perfect for navigating Potomac days, studio runs, and real life in between. It's a car that prioritizes ease, reliability, and peace of mind. Then there's the BMW i8, famously appearing in her Drive Back video. This car represents a different side of Candiace. Bold, futuristic, unapologetically artistic. The i8 combines a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine with an electric motor, delivering a combined output of about 369 horsepower. With its low profile, dramatic doors, and hybrid efficiency, the i8 feels cinematic. This wasn't about commuting, it was about statement, vision, and momentum. Together, these two cars mirror her lifestyle perfectly: stability when she needs it, and flair when she chooses it. Which brings us to the next layer of her life. How does Candiace turn talent, television, and music into financial independence? Income and net worth. As of today, Candiace Dillard Bassett is estimated to have a net worth of around $4.5 million, a figure shaped by television visibility, entrepreneurship, and years of groundwork before fame arrived. A major portion of her income came from reality television. Candiace joined the Real Housewives of Potomac in Season 3 and remained a full-time cast member through Season 8. Over time, she became one of the most recognizable personalities on the show, outspoken, articulate, and unafraid to stand her ground. Industry estimates suggest long-term housewives on RHOP can earn around $400,000 per season, with some reports placing top salaries closer to $500,000 depending on negotiations and tenure. Over multiple seasons, this became a consistent and substantial stream of income. Beyond television, Candiace invested early in business ownership. She founded Candiace Dillard Pageant Consulting, coaching aspiring contestants in presentation, interview skills, and competition strategy. She also launched Prima Hair Collection by Candiace Dillard, a hair extension brand aligned with her background in beauty and performance. In addition, she co-founded Chateau Salon Suites, creating space for beauty professionals to build independent careers, and operates under Candiace Dillard Bassett Enterprises, which manages her broader brand and ventures. While exact figures aren't public, businesses in beauty and consulting commonly generate $50,000 to $200,000 or more annually, depending on demand and scale. Before reality TV, pageantry laid the foundation. Titles such as Miss USA, Miss Maryland USA, and Miss District of Columbia USA provided early prize earnings, endorsements, and credibility. More importantly, they opened doors, building the confidence and polish that later translated into television and entrepreneurship. Candiace's wealth isn't tied to one role or moment. It's layered. Television exposure paired with ownership, performance balanced by business. And as her platform has grown, so has her sense of responsibility. That brings us to the next chapter: how Candiace Dillard Bassett gives back. Philanthropy. Long before philanthropy became a talking point on social media, she was already using what she had to support those who needed it most. Education sits at the heart of her outreach. In 2020, during a time when learning suddenly shifted online, Candiace donated 15% of the proceeds from her single "I See You" to the DC Educational Equality Fund. The goal was simple and urgent: help students in the Washington, D.C. area access the resources they needed for remote learning. For her, education wasn't abstract. It was personal, shaped by her own academic journey and belief in opportunity as a foundation. Women's empowerment runs just as deep. Through her Masterpiece initiative, Candiace organized workshops in shelters, churches, and community spaces, creating environments where women could pause, heal, and reconnect with themselves. These sessions focused on identity, confidence, and self-development. Not quick motivation, but sustainable growth. She didn't arrive as an authority figure. She showed up as someone who had navigated pressure, judgment, and reinvention herself. Candiace has also been candid about women's health, particularly her own fertility journey. By speaking openly about in vitro fertilization and egg freezing, she has helped normalize conversations many women are taught to keep private. Her honesty created space for others to ask questions, seek support, and feel less alone. Advocacy, in her case, meant visibility without oversharing, truth without performance. Beyond individual initiatives, she remains active in community-focused efforts supporting HBCUs, emphasizing education, financial literacy, and long-term empowerment within the Black community. Whether through appearances, fundraising, or awareness campaigns, she consistently aligns her platform with progress, And behind every cause she champions is a woman navigating her own life, relationships, and growth. That brings us to the most personal chapter yet, her life beyond the spotlight. Personal life. If there's one place where Candiace Dillard Bassett allows the noise to fade, it's inside her family life. On social media, Candiace Dillard Bassett often shares moments that feel warm and unforced. Wedding anniversaries marked with gratitude, playful couple photos, and quiet evenings at home that show love not as spectacle, but as habit. Her relationship with Chris Bassett began long before cameras followed them. They met while working at a restaurant in Washington, D.C., he as the manager, she as the hostess. What started as friendship slowly deepened into partnership. They got engaged in May 2017 and married on August 11, 2018, at the Andrew W. Mellon Theater in D.C., a moment that later appeared on the Real Housewives of Potomac. But beyond the episode, their bond continued to grow off-screen. For years, Candiace and Chris built a blended family together, embracing his 3 children and creating a household rooted in respect and communication. Then came a long-awaited chapter. After openly sharing their IVF journey and the emotional highs and lows that came with it, the couple welcomed their first biological child together in October 2024, a son named Jet Maxwell Lee Bassett. Becoming a mother reshaped Candiace's perspective. She has spoken about how parenthood softened her priorities, deepened her patience, and reframed what truly matters. At the same time, Candiace and Chris have chosen to protect their son's privacy. In his earliest months, they limited public images of his face, setting clear boundaries between sharing joy and preserving normalcy. It's a choice that reflects growth, a decision to guard peace rather than invite constant access. Even now, as motherhood takes center stage, Candiace continues to nurture her creative life. She regularly posts about music, podcast appearances, and television projects like The Traitors, offering glimpses of a woman balancing ambition with contentment. Work still matters. Art still matters. But it no longer competes with home. In this season of her life, Candiace Dillard Bassett isn't performing happiness. She's living it, quietly and on her own terms. Thank you for staying with us through her journey and for continuing to support the stories we share. If this look inside her life resonated with you, please like the video, subscribe for more lifestyle stories, and leave a comment below. Sometimes, growth is the quietest form of strength.